आज के जलसे की कार्रवाई का आगाज करने से पहले मैं जनाब मुजाहिदुल इस्लाम साहब से दरख्वास्त करता हूं कि वो क़िरात कलाम पाक से आज के जलसे का आगाज फरमाएं। मुजाहिदुल इस्लाम साहब।
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
शुरू करो सर।
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر. صدق الله العظيم.
Hanif sir.
Hanif sir.
Assalamu alaikum. Sir, you will welcome Nasir bhai.
And you do it.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. I take great pleasure and honor in inviting the members of the UMIAT, Mr. Abdul Kamal Nazar, coordinator of UMIAT, Mr. Hanif Khatib sir, joint secretary, Mr. Peshmam Nazir sir, joint secretary, and members of the AMP. Faima madam is here. If you are here, welcome ma'am. And today's resource person, Mrs. Salma, and all the participants. Today we are going to have a session on stress management. Mrs. Salma Begum Sulaiman, who is the resource person today, she is MPhil in psychology. She did a graduation and post-graduation from SIT Women's College and a MPhil from Madras University. She was awarded BA degree from Annamalai University with English and social science. She has been trained as IELTS or IELTS, that is the examination for the conducted by the British Council of India and British Council examination conducted by the British Council of Chennai. She worked as an English teacher at Al Nujum International School, Jeddah for 16 years. She took charge of Montessori International School, Jeddah as an academic coordinator. She worked as an academic coordinator at Hukama International School, Jeddah, KSA. Presently, she is working in our school, Fatima Central Senior Secondary School, Chennai, as an English teacher, academic coordinator, and also as student counselor. She has got very rich experience in international schools, and today she is bringing her expertise to us. Welcome, Salma ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, the floor is yours. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. A very warm afternoon. Many of you may know that without proper stress management methods, one can suffer severe consequences, which can cause either physical or mental damage. I will discuss some useful information and scientifically proven facts about the causes and effects of stress. We will also discuss some useful techniques and methods to reduce stress. I now start my seminar with a quote. Don't stress, don't worry, just let go and hurry. It will be tough and it will be scary, but trust me, it will end. Now, I first want to ask my sisters and brothers, what is stress? Any idea as to what stress is? And you say in simple words, what is stress? When do you get stressed? Anyone?
Whenever you are unable to complete the work on time.
Okay. Stress is often termed as a 20th century syndrome, born out of man's race towards modern progress and its ensuing complexities. Now it's a 20th century syndrome. What do you mean by syndrome? It is a group of symptoms which occur consistently. So it is considered as a 20th century syndrome, born out of human race towards modern progress. As we are progressing, as we move towards technology, new technologies, it is giving us more complexities. It is giving us more stress. As a result of these complexities, we are into stress. Now, do we have any age? No, a person will get stressed only when she is 16, when she is sweet 17. There is nothing like that. Right from the time of birth till the last breath drawn, an individual invariably exposed to various stressful situations. The time a baby is born till we go to graves, we have stress. A small baby just born might cry. Why? Because it is in a new environment. The baby was in the womb, safe and sound. Now out in this world, a modern world, now it faces stress. Till we go to grave, even an old man will have stress. He has finished all his responsibilities. He has married off his daughters, son, he's got grandson, granddaughters, very happy. But there is something that is triggering him. There is some tension in him. So it is rightly said that from birth till death, an individual is surrounded by stress. Okay, the modern world, which is said to be a world of achievement, is also a world of stress and has been called the age of anxiety and stress. Now we talk, we have achieved this, we have invented this, we have discovered this. We keep talking, no limits. We talk so much, but do we just think what stress that achievement is giving us? It is a stress of anxiety, the age of anxiety, the age of anxiety and stress. As we move, as our science is moving towards modern things, the stress, the anxiety also is growing among human beings. Okay, when was this word coined? The word stress coined. The word stress was originally used by Sesh in 1956 to describe the pressure experienced by a person in a response to life demands. What happens when you live? We all live. So to lead a happy life, we expect a happy life, and to experience that happy life, that experience, we have pressure. We have so many things to do to gain that pressure. A lot of demand is there on our heads. So when we fulfill the demands, those are thrown on us, that is stress. Now, I have a daughter, small daughter, I have to get her admitted in a reputed school. Getting admission is my stress. So till she gets admitted, till she goes and sits on her seat, that is a stress for me. So everyone has a stress, and that pressure, that demand The demand that she has to go and sit on the chair, I should see her sitting in UKG or LKG. That is my pressure. That pressure is there on my head. So these demands are referred to as stressors. So the demands, the things that the state or the condition that we are pushed, the things that come on our head, those demands are called stressors. Now, when we talk about stress, usually a layman will think stress is just, it is negative. It diminishes a person. It's all bad. It's not like that. We have two types of stress. Stress can be divided into two types. One, eustress, and the second, distress. Okay, what is eustress? It might be new for few, but eustress is the optimal amount of stress which helps to promote health and growth. So now this eustress is a positive stress. It helps you grow your health, you promote your health and growth. Eustress is very important or necessary.
Salma ma'am, we can't hear you.
Yes, ma'am. Your voice is not coming.
Okay, ma'am. I think now you'll be able to hear me.
Yeah, now you're okay.
Okay. Eustress is a negative, it is a positive stress. It's a stress. Yes, it is a stress. But the result that you will get out of the stress is very healthy. It's good for your growth. Okay. Now, what do you mean by optimal? Most favorable. The best amount of stress is positive for you. The eustress is very good. It's going to take you up. You're going to go higher. And what is the difference? Distress. Distress is the stress due to an excess of adaptive demands placed upon us. The demands are so great, so big that they can lead to bodily and mental damage. Now, when you are in distress and you cannot adapt to the new demands, what happens is your body and your mental state is damaged. You face a lot of loss in your bodily and mental state. One example is unexpected death of a loved one. This is a big distress that everyone has to face. Okay. The next slide, we have two emojis, one showing eustress, a smiling face, and distress is a sad face. You can see the difference. Eustress is a positive stress. If anyone tells you, are you having a positive stress? So we need not, think what is this positive stress itself is negative. What is she talking about? A positive stress. Positive stress, it energizes you. It gives you energy. It motivates you. And it is generally short term. It will stay for some time. That stress is only short-lived. It is there for a very short time. It can improve your performance. And believed within coping mechanism. That means something that you can handle. The stress is not so much that it is going to affect you mentally, that you're going to, get into, what do you call that, anorexia nervosa, where you're going to stop eating, or you're going to overeat, you're going to become obese, nothing like that. That stress is going to be only within your limit where you can cope up with that stress. And that is eustress or a positive stress. Coming on to distress. Now, distress has got negative points, like generally feels unpleasant. You're not at all happy. You don't like it. So you generally feel unpleasant. Often depletes energy. Now, what happens is you don't feel like doing anything. You feel very weak. Now your energy diminishes. You don't like to get up. You don't want to work. Then it can be a short term or a long term. This distress can be a long term or a short term, but comparatively, eustress is a very short term stress. Then it decreases your performance. You're so stressed out that you don't, even if you perform, the performance is not up to the mark due to stress. Then it is perceived outside coping mechanism. You feel that you cannot handle this. This cannot be done by me. The demand that is given on you it's on you. You feel that no, I cannot do this. The pressure that is on you, you feel that no, I cannot do this work. It can lead to physical illness, mental fatigue, and emotional depletion. Someone has raised their digital hand.
Maybe you can just explain a little bit in Urdu also. Some people from UP, they may not understand all this.
I will try, ma'am.
Yeah. A little bit, yeah.
Okay. Stress, दबाव दो प्रकार के होते हैं, एक यूस्ट्रेस है और एक डिस्ट्रेस. यूस्ट्रेस जैसा आप लोग देख रहे हैं कि एक इमोजी है जो हंस रहा है. जब यूस्ट्रेस होता है, जो स्ट्रेस यूस्ट्रेस होता है, तब पॉजिटिव एनर्जी रहती है हम लोगों में. वो स्ट्रेस ही है लेकिन वो पॉजिटिव है, वो हमको आगे लेके जाता है, हमारे काम में हेल्प करता है, और वो शॉर्ट टर्म का है. वो थोड़ी देर रहकर जब काम खत्म हो जाता है तो वो स्ट्रेस निकल जाता है. एक सिंपल एग्जांपल मैं बताती हूँ. जब मेरे स्कूल के डायरेक्टर ने मुझे बताया कि आपको ये स्ट्रेस मैनेजमेंट लेना था, तो वो यूस्ट्रेस था. मुझे था कि अब मुझे लेना है, स्लाइड्स बनाना है, यहाँ से मटेरियल लेना है. वो यूस्ट्रेस था क्योंकि मुझे वो मेरी ग्रोथ के लिए अच्छा है और शॉर्ट लिव्ड है. आज शाम मैं खत्म कर दूंगी ये सेमिनार तो वो स्ट्रेस खत्म. दैट इज शॉर्ट लिव्ड है, वो बहुत शॉर्ट टर्म का है. वो मुझे कल या परसों खींचने की जरूरत नहीं है. जो मेरे ऊपर प्रेशर था वो आज 4:30 बजे तक है, उसके बाद मैं फ्री हो जाऊंगी. तो वो शॉर्ट लिव्ड है और वो मेरा परफॉर्मेंस भी इंप्रूव करेगा. मैं जैसे काम करूं, मैं काम करती हूँ क्योंकि वो यूस्ट्रेस, मैं खुशी से काम करूंगी. वो पॉजिटिव स्ट्रेस है. मैं यहाँ उधर इधर जाके मैं पूरे स्लाइड्स बनाना कुछ भी, वो मेरा पॉजिटिव है. वो मुझे ग्रोथ देगा, वो मुझे एक स्टेबिलिटी मिलेगी. मैं सोचूंगी कि अच्छा अब एक प्रेज मिलेगा, एक सुपीरियर से मुझे एक क्या बोलते हैं मोटिवेशन में, अब वो मुझे प्रेज करेंगे, तो दैट इज अ पॉजिटिव एक्ट. और ये यूस्ट्रेस ऐसा है कि इतना नहीं होगा कि मैं टूट जाऊंगी, मैं ये नहीं कर सकूंगी, मुझे सर में दर्द, ये कुछ नहीं होगा. ये इतना ही यूस्ट्रेस, इतना ही स्ट्रेस है जितना मैं संभाल सकती हूँ. ये मैं यूस्ट्रेस को मैं संभाल सकती हूँ. ये उतना ऊपर नहीं है जैसे डिस्ट्रेस. ये जाके यूस्ट्रेस है. अब डिस्ट्रेस है वो जो नेगेटिव है, जो नेगेटिव स्ट्रेस है. इधर क्या होता है, डिस्ट्रेस का आप इमोजी देखिए, रोती हुई सूरत है, और जनरली लोग खुश नहीं रहते, अनप्लेजेंट रहते, अच्छा नहीं है. आपको वो स्ट्रेस लेना आपको पसंद नहीं है क्योंकि आपकी एनर्जी भी कम हो जाती है, क्योंकि आपको मालूम है आप खत्म नहीं कर सकते. वो प्रेशर आपके लिए बहुत है, आप उसके साथ कोप नहीं कर सकते. तो उस टाइम आप अनप्लेजेंट फील करते हैं, आपकी एनर्जी लो हो जाती है. आपको मोटिवेशन नहीं होता कि चलो करें हम लोग, नहीं होता है आप लोग को. और ये क्या होता है, आपकी तबीयत, आपका मेंटल फेटीग, आपकी दिमागी हालत भी थोड़ी फेटीग, आपका दिमाग टायर्ड हो जाता है, और आप यू फील फिजिकल, आप बीमार जैसा महसूस करने लगते हैं, और इमोशन डिप्लीशन भी होता है. आप डिप्रेशन जैसा फील कर सकते हैं अगर ये डिस्ट्रेस टाइप का स्ट्रेस रहा तो मेन टाइप, दो टाइप है, यूस्ट्रेस और डिस्ट्रेस. Now we go to the next slide. What brings stress? Now what are the things that brings stress? Okay, here wearing too many hats can be really fun but stressful too. Everyone loves to wear hats, and if you give me 3 to 4 colorful hats, I would love to wear it. Oh, it's so beautiful, I look so beautiful. But there are negative points also along with it. If I'm an educator, and I take up many roles. I'm an educator and I take up many roles. In the school, I'm a teacher. In the school, I'm a counselor. In a school, I'm an academic coordinator. I have so many, chores in my in the school. Then what happens? What as a teacher? Thank you, sir, but I will try, sir. As an educator in action, we play many roles at the same time. एक आदमी को ज्यादा से ज्यादा रोल प्ले करना पड़ता है. मैं एक टीचर हूँ, फातिमा सेंट्रल सीनियर सेकेंडरी स्कूल में मैं एक टीचर हूँ, एक एकेडमिक कोऑर्डिनेटर हूँ और एक काउंसलर भी हूँ. मैं एक हूँ लेकिन मैं बहुत सारे काम करती हूँ. तब क्या होता है, जब मुझे बहुत सारे रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज दिए जाते हैं, तब स्ट्रेस पैदा होता है. मैं क्या क्या कर सकती हूँ, एक टीचर क्या क्या करती है जनरली? A caregiver, counselor, nurses, pencil pushers, coaches, administrators, program designers, trainers and facilitators. आप ये सब काम करते हैं. आप एक ही हैं लेकिन आप इतने हैट्स पहनते हैं कि आप इतना सारा काम करते हैं. जब आपको इतने सारे रोल्स करना पड़ता है, if you have to take up so many roles, be a role model for all these things, then we get stressed. More than this, what should we do? We are a teacher. We have a lot of responsibility. We have students. We are mothers to them. Now, what should we do? As teachers, we are models of good behavior. हम excellent रहना, हमारा behavior एकदम सीधा रहना है. जैसे we dress up, हम लोग ऐसा वैसे कपड़े नहीं पहन सकते. We have to be very, what do you call that? Our dressing should be up to the mark. Then we should speak light. We should not speak too harsh. We should speak very light. We act right. We live right. We bring home our work. And the list can go on. As teachers, we have so many duties to do. We have so many things to do. So all these things can lead us to stress. इतने सारे हम लोग काम करते हैं कि हो सकता है एक या दो या बहुत सारों को स्ट्रेस होता है, क्योंकि हम लोग बहुत सारे हैट्स पहनना चाहते हैं. हैट्स दिखने में तो बहुत अच्छे हैं, कलरफुल हैं, पहन लेते हैं, लेकिन जब हम लोग उसकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी भी लेना है, अगर हम लोग उस रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी से काम नहीं करेंगे तो हैट्स पहनने का फायदा नहीं है. Okay, now we come to stresses, types of stresses. What are the types of stresses? Physiological, it can be physiological, illness, injuries, hormonal fluctuations, inadequate sleep or nutrition, infectious agent, nutrition imbalance, genetic or immune disorders. ये सब pressures हैं. We might be suffering from this, all this. God forbid, if we are having all this also, will lead us to many stressors. They are the stressors. Now, what are physiological stresses? What happens when you are physiologically stressed? Accidents can cause stress for the victim. If you're the victim, you have met with an accident. Now you have met with an accident, you are a victim, you are under stress. The person who caused the accident is also under stress. And both the families, the victim and the person who has done the accident, he is also under pressure, under tension. So he's under stress. The second can be stressful experiences of family members and friends. If your brother, sister, anyone who is very near to you, very close related, if they are having any stress, that stress can influence us. Then fear of aggression or mutilation from others, such as murder, rape, terrorist, or attack. You have fear that some aggression, because of aggression, feeling of anger, or if there is an act of destroying or removing, mutilation from others, if you feel that they are angry, and all this, even in you also get angry because you are psychologically stressed out. Then events that we see on TV, such as war and earthquakes, also will psychologically affect us. Now, coming to the source of stress, we have 4: internal, external, developmental, and situational. Now we will see sources के 4 हैं, जैसे internal stressor है, external, developmental, and situational. Internal stressors originate from within. ये हम लोगों के अंदर इंटरनल खुद देता है कि अंदर से, हमारे अंदर ये internal stressors originate within us, like infection or feeling of depression. ये एक source, ये एक stress का कहाँ से आता है? Source of stress हमारे अंदर से ही stress है. कैसे, क्यों आता है वो stress? क्योंकि we are infected or we are depressed. That is internal, अंदर से, internal. External stresses, बाहर से क्या क्या हो सकता है? It is outside the individual. इंसान के बाहर से क्या हो सकता है? When we move to another country, everything is new. The environment, the surrounding, the climate, the culture, everything is new. So that also can create stress. Or a death in the family or pressure from the peers also can create external. These are the external stresses. The stress that we get from outside. बाहर से हमको जो stress मिलता है, वो यहाँ से, ये बाहर से, हमारे अंदर कुछ नहीं है, हम लोग सेहतमंद है, लेकिन जहां अगर हम किसी और देश या शहर जाएं तो क्या क्या हो सकता है, जो डिफरेंसेस हमको टेंशन देता है. लेकिन जैसे कि हम लोग को ट्रेन पकड़ के जाना है हमारे काम से घर, और वो रास्ता, वो ट्रेन मिलेगी क्या नहीं, वो सब एक्सटर्नल स्ट्रेसर्स हैं. तो वो एक्सटर्नल स्ट्रेसर है. और डेवलपमेंटल स्ट्रेसर्स occur at predictable time throughout an individual's life. Developmental stressors वो हैं जो as a person develops, the stressors are they come to a person. Individual gets that stress or has to face the stress. For example, a child, she is playing with her mother in home at home for say around 3 years. All of a sudden, she is put into a school or nursery. There she has to adjust. That is a stress for the kid. Now she has to adapt to the new surrounding and environment. That is a developmental, and that stressor is predictable. We know the child is 3 years old. She has to go to school now. So that is a stress for the child. So that is predictable. We know that the stress is going to be there on the child. Developmental stressor. Then situational stressors. Situational stressors are unpredictable and may occur at any time. It might occur during any time in our life. So these situational stressors they are unpredictable. I go to write an exam. I'm well prepared. I sit in the examination hall. All of a sudden, I forget the whole syllabus that I have read. That is a situation. I'm put in that situation where I have forgotten. There's a lot of mess. People are walking. I feel like I have forgotten everything. That situation has given me a stress that I have forgotten all the answers and I am unable to write anything in my paper. Okay. What could stress do to us? Stress अगर है हमारे अंदर वो तनाव रहा तो क्या होगा? 1, fatigue. You feel very tired. You don't want to get up. You want to keep lying. You are very low. You don't have energy. Then it increases your blood pressure. So your blood pressure shoots up. You can't focus on anything. Your mind is always dancing. You cannot stick to one thing. Your thoughts are always wandering. You cannot focus on anything. Irritability. You get irritated. There's some tension of school. You sit at home. Your daughter or son comes and asks, please sharpen the pencil. We are so irritated. We tell, go, chale ja. Papa kane ja, uske paas ja. We just, push them away. That's irritability. A lack of motivation. We are not motivated at all. We don't want to do anything. We lack motivation. Depression. And then unhappy. You are an unhappy person. You never smile. You are depressed. You are sad. All these depression, sadness, it is the cause of stress. Then, what causes you stress? One, it could be your job insecurity. If your job is not secure, आपका काम सुरक्षित नहीं रहा, तो आप stressed feel करेंगे. High performance demand. If your boss demands are more than what you can do, उस वक्त अब आपको 10 फाइल देते हैं बॉस और बोलते हैं कि करके ही शाम निकलना, तो 7 बज जाते हैं, 8 बज जाते हैं, आपका काम खत्म नहीं होता. That gives you stress. High performance. Your boss is asking for high performance, but you cannot meet the demand. At that time, you are under stress. You have a bad boss. You are under stress. Then workplace culture. I come from a village. I'm an introvert. I don't mix up with the masters. When I come here to Chennai, I have to face all masters and teachers, young, smart girls. The work culture, the workplace, everything, the eating habits, everything is different. Then I will have stress. Family problems, nothing new. If we have family problems, a lot of stress. And of course, technology. Everyone is not well versed with modern technology. When we don't keep pace with technology, then we have to face stress. So what are the signs of stress? One is physical, one is mental, behavioral, and job stress. What are the symptoms that you are stressed? One, insomnia. You don't get sleep. You sleep at night, you go 9 o'clock, jump on the bed thinking that I'll have a good sleep, I'm stressed and all that, but you don't sleep, you don't get sleep. That is insomnia. Then loss of mental concentration. You're not able to concentrate anything. You're not able to, logically think anything. Then your mental concentration is lost. Absenteeism. What happens? You absent yourself. You don't go to work, or you don't want to go to work, or you're sitting in one place, but your mind is somewhere else. Absenteeism, depression, sadness. You're always sad. You don't want to laugh. You don't want to mingle with your colleagues. You're very sad all the time. Extreme anger and frustration. All the time you're irritated. No, if someone talks to you very politely also, you answer back in a very frustrated way. You are angry all the time. You're called the angry teacher by students. So these are the signs that we are stressed. Then family conflicts. Everyone has family conflicts, and family conflicts are the main source of stress. If you are stressed, the sign is you will always be having migraines, headaches, and back problems. These are the signs that you are stressed. You need a break. Now, physical, when we talk about physical signs, what are they? They are headaches. You get headaches, back pain, tightness in neck or shoulders, racing heart, your heartbeat is racing, your heart pulse is raising, restlessness, and tired. You get very tired. Emotional. You always feel like crying. A little thing and you start crying. You're nervous all the time, anxious, angry, lonesome, boredom, powerless, and you're easily upset. Behavioralist, you start smoking, you become your bossiness, your compulsive eating. Even if you're not hungry, you feel like, no, I should eat. That is compulsive eating or drinking. Critical of others, you keep finding fault with others. This is not right. She told me that, she told me that. You try to find fault with others. Nighttime grinding of teeth. Most of us, we have not getting things done. and it is not getting things done. We don't want to get things done. What is the cognitive side? You have forgetfulness, you lack creativity. Then thought running away, loss of humor, inability to make decisions, and you are worried all the time. So these are the stress warning signs. Okay, now we will, there is no standardized test to formally diagnose stress because stress is subjective. What feels very stressful for one person may not cause this high level of stress for another. Only the person experiencing that stress can determine how severe it feels. Can you please share the link in the chat box? Please open the link in the chat box. It's a questionnaire. Be honest, try to do. You will find out whether you are low stress, medium or high. I'll give you 5 minutes. Please open the chat box. I hope so the link is there. Please try. It's a questionnaire. Answer it and you will get the answer immediately.
No link is available. Link is not yet posted. Madam, who has to post the link?
Just a minute, sir. I'll post the link in the chat.
Yes, yes. Wait.
Sorry, it's sports. Sir.
The ones who have finished, can I know what your score is? High, low, or medium? Moderate.
Moderate.
Good. Playing safe.
It's moderate, ma'am.
Very good. Playing safe.
Moderate, ma'am. Moderate, ma'am.
I got 8.
Yes, ma'am, moderate.
Okay.
For me, it is low.
Who is this, ma'am? Can I know?
8.
Moderate.
For me, it's low, ma'am.
Why is chat disabled?
No.
Fazal? My chat is disabled.
Mine also, ma'am. Mine chat.
Fazal, just check. Chat is disabled. Now it's okay.
Great. I think most of you are low stressors, having low stress. Very good. No stressors. Okay, shall we move on? Effects of stress. Okay, now effects of workplace stress. So what happens? What is the effect of workplace stress? You have job dissatisfaction. You're not satisfied with your job. Employee turnover. Anytime you will be thrown and some other employee will be taken in. You're stressed. Reduced efficiency. You're not ready to work. Because of the stress, you are not ready to work. Your efficiency is not up to the mark. Illness, sometimes leading to death. This is also a reason of workplace stress. Absenteeism. You are absent. You frequently take leave. Then you turn over to alcoholism. You get addicted to alcohol. Then petty internal politics. Small politics. You know, everywhere we have politics and gossips and everything. So, yes, sir, Muhammad Yusuf, you have raised your digital hand. What is it, sir? Okay, petty internal politics. You have politics inside the workplace. They gossip, they backbite. All this also is a reason of stress. Bad or snap decisions. Very hastily we take decisions. We don't think. We immediately take a decision. Then you have the apathy, lack of interest. You don't have interest in your work. Lack of motivation. You are not motivated. You don't feel like working. No creativity, no efficiency. You don't want to be the best. You just go and you come. All these things lead to workplace stress. So these are the effects of workplace stress. I can't hear you, Ma. I can't hear you. Okay. Is there a real to manage stress? Why can't we just go on and on? Why do we need to manage stress? How can you manage stress? Identify, think, accept, avoid, and focus. All these things, if you do, you can really sing few of them a day. We will be doing an activity, autogenic training. It is a training where we'll be seeing it later. Take a deep breath and then laughter, laugh out loud. Choice, be clear with your choice. Say no if you have to say no. Don't oblige anyone. You cannot do it. The pressure is too much on you. Say no, I cannot do it. And if something is done to you and you have to oblige, say, be thankful. Thank them, and you should be thankful. Sometimes it is good to do nothing. Relax. Sit and relax. Listen to music. Let everything go out of your mind. Sit back on a couch. Take a cup of coffee. Open the windows. Let fresh air in. Switch on the music and relax. Okay, identifying the sources of stress in your life. Think about the ways you currently manage and cope with stresses. Can anyone tell me any stress, how they have had managed stress? Anyone? If they would like to share. Anyone? Okay. The habits, attitude, and excuses. Procrastination, delaying something. Yes. Yes, sharing, playing with children. Very good. MashaAllah. Reading Quran, very good. Okay. With all these habits, if you change your habits, your attitudes, your excuses, don't give unnecessary excuses, procrastination, don't delay anything. Accept responsibility for the role you play in creating or maintaining your stress. If your stress, very good. MashaAllah, very good. Here, if you're under stress, don't tell it's because of you, I am under stress. It's because of you, I am under pressure. Don't do it. Take up. You are under stress. You take the responsibility. You play. You have created it and you maintain it. Now you take the responsibility of that tension or stress that you have. Don't blame others for it. It's because of you. Because you did this, I got this stress. Nothing like that. You have to take the responsibility. Avoid unnecessary stress. There are so many people. It might be it will be nothing, but they will make a mountain out of a mustard. So you don't take stress. It doesn't need that much of stress. You doesn't need a lot of pressure. You did not spoil your health, your mental state. There is nothing. Just avoid it. Avoid unnecessary stress. Learn how to say no if you cannot do it. If you cannot do it, it is beyond your reach. Say, please, I'm sorry. Avoid people who stress you out. Don't mingle. Don't sit with them. Don't talk with them. The people who create stress for you, be away from them. Keep them away. Keep them away.
Voice is a little bit breaking.
How is it now, ma'am?
Your voice is a bit breaking. Maybe
how is it now?
Yeah.
So avoid
now
people.
it's fine.
Avoid people who stress you. Don't go, don't sit with them, don't have tea with them, don't call them home. People will come sit, have your cup of tea, and then they will give you stress and they will go away happily. So don't entertain, don't talk any controversial topics that might create tension, pressure. So don't talk all this. Don't avoid hot button topics. Pare down your to-do list. Write down whatever you have to do so that you can immediately do. Alter the situation. Anything you feel that you cannot control, change the situation. Move away from it. You change it totally otherwise. Express your feeling, compromise, assert, manage your time better. So you have to compromise, you have to express your feelings, be a little stern and manage you cannot from it. Tell in your mind, I can do it. Be confident. Yes, I will do it. This is nothing. This pressure is nothing for me. Take it. Reframe problems. Look at the big picture. Adjust your standards. Now you reframe. You recreate something else. Move away from that. Recreate something new. It is a problem, but you reframe it. You put it in another, bowl and you present it. So you look out for a bigger picture. Adjust your standards. Okay, here we have an activity. I know you cannot do it because this activity requires balloons and paper pencil and all that. I know we don't have it. So I will just explain to you. This is called Pop Away Your Stressors. It is a small activity. You can always do it later. In this, what happens is you have to take balloon and what my workplace is what you call bossy, my colleagues are backbiting, whatever stress is troubling you, you write them in a small piece of paper. Then inflate the balloon. गुब्बारे को फूकिए. उसके बाद जो स्ट्रिप्स आप लिख के रखेंगे, आपके स्ट्रेस्ड आउट जो भी स्ट्रेसर्स हैं, वो जो आप लिख के रखेंगे उस गुब्बारे में डालिए. Put the stress balloon. You're a stressed person, you're very angry, you're very irritated. Now what you have to do is, under this situation, you have to pop the balloon. You have to buzz the balloon. You can either pinch it with your nails if you have quite long nails, pinch it with your nails, or stamp it with your foot, or smash it with your hands. That anger in you should come out. The stress that you have should come out in this form. Okay, put all your papers that you have, your stressors, into the balloon. This activity takes a lot of fine motor skills, like inflating the balloon to trying it up. Now pop the balloon, buzz the balloon. Either you can use a pen or your nails, or the strength, the anger that you are in, the stress that you have. Think about that and pop the balloon. So to certain extent, you will see that your stress is released. Do your best and forget the rest. Okay, this is one activity which we cannot do it now because we don't have the props. You can do it later on. Okay, the next way is autogenic training. In this autogenic training, 80 is a relaxation technique, because we spoke that you will not get sleep, you are restless, you are tired, Autogenic Training is Johannes Heinrich Schulz and was first published in 1932. This technique is even now used by many psychiatrists or centers. Now, what happens in this autogenic training session? Here, sit in the meditative posture and scan the body. Like you're meditating, sit still, close your eyes, don't bother about the surroundings, focus. Then you should my right arm is heavy. You should speak to yourself, telling that my right arm is heavy. My arms and legs are heavy and walk all attractions. When you do this activity, just tell yourself, tell your mind, my heartbeat is 30 times. My forehead is cool. I'm feeling relaxed. I'm flying. Now, all these things, if you tell your mind, you will start experiencing it. My neck and shoulders are heavy. Repeat it 3 times. I am at peace. Repeat it 3 times. So this to certain extent will release your tension out. Okay. Create the habit of deep breath. Breathe deeply. Take in a lot of oxygen and release out as much as you can, carbon dioxide. So this also is a good technique. Laugh out. Laugh as much as you can. Benefits of laugh. Why laugh? Why is she telling us to laugh during stress? What happens when you laugh? Laughter lowers blood pressure. Your blood pressure comes to normal and reduces hypertension. Your tension is reduced. It provides good cardiac conditioning, especially for those who are unable to perform physical exercise. A person, a man or woman who cannot physically exercise, she cannot jump, she cannot go for skipping, then you can use this method. Laugh out. Your heart condition, your heart, the pumping will improve, the flow of blood will be good. So laughter is, we have this thing like laughter is the best medicine. So laugh out. Reduces stress hormones. The stress hormones that we have, it reduces when you laugh. There are 2 buttons, yes or no. Be aware of your choices. Don't always oblige people. Someone comes to the one's good. So be clear, aware of your choices. Learn to say no. You cannot do everything you are asked. You cannot do everything. Sometimes you have to say no. Be thankful. Be thankful. And then listen to music. So you can even listen to music. Do nothing. That's right, folks. Do nothing at all. Close the door, open the window. Have your seat. Have a seat. A warm place. Take a little break from life. If your mind is racing, learn to meditate and just let that stress go. Sit, relax. Take a nice hot cup of coffee.
बाल बनाने में क्या जरा पीछे से अजीब सी लग रही हो यार उजड़ा चमन
Participant, please mute yourselves.
ये तो नहाया भी नहीं सुबला है क्या दिख
Participants, आपका माइक बंद करके बात करें. ये डिस्टर्बिंग.
कुछ नहीं करना भी एक स्ट्रेस रिलीवर है. दरवाजा बंद कीजिए, एक गरम गरम चाय का कप लीजिए. करना भी एक टेक्निक है स्ट्रेस के लिए. Now, ABC of stress management, there's a picture. If you can just see stress reduction methods, you can just have a look at it. Time management, self-hypnosis, biofeedback. These are all stress reduction methods. Now we come to the ABC of management. 1, always take time for yourself, at least 30 minutes per day. We are busy. We are mothers. We are daughter-in-laws, we are teachers, we are sisters, we are sister-in-laws. We play a lot of roles, but give 30 minutes to yourself. Have you seen yourselves? Have you stood in front of the mirror and seen yourself, how beautiful you were when you were young? Don't you think? As we grow old, our roles also increase and we don't bother. Lot of tension. Every, what do you call that? Every role that we take up has tension. So you give 30 minutes for yourself. Listen to music. You love music, but you don't have time. Pull out time. Sit, listen to music, enjoy music. Then be aware of your own stress meter. Know when to step back and cool down. It's a lot of tension. I cannot take it anymore. At the workplace, the boss is giving me a lot of tension. It's all right. On controlling your own situation without controlling everybody else. So you have to concentrate on controlling your own situation without you need not control anyone's everybody's situation. You control your own situation. Daily exercise will burn out the stress. Give a half an hour and exercise. This will also to very large extent reduce your tension. Eat lots of fruit, veggies, bread and water. Take a lot of phal, sabzi, bread, pani. Eat a lot of vegetables, sabzi lijiye, veggies, fruits, phal lijiye, bread, water. Give your body the best to perform its best. Forgive others. माफ कर दीजिए. अगर आपको गुस्सा है तो माफ कर दीजिए, थूक दीजिए आप गुस्सा. Don't have grudges. किसी के ऊपर आप grudge मत रखिए. उसने वो कर दिया, मैं ये करूंगा, वो करने की हमको जरूरत नहीं है. अगर वो हम लोग सोचते रहेंगे तो टेंशन और स्ट्रेस और बढ़ता जाएगा. To forgive, learn to forgive others. Don't keep grudges. Then not everyone is capable. सब हमारे जैसे नहीं होंगे जो माफ कर देंगे. तो आप हम लोग बड़े हो गए. जब हम माफ करते हैं तो हम बड़े हो जाते हैं. तो क्यों टेंशन, अननेसेसरी टेंशन पालना है? वो ग्रज रख के उसके ऊपर गुस्सा करके क्यों ग्रज पालना है? Gain perspectives on things. How important is the issue? Unnecessary things पे गुस्सा करना या टेंशन लेने की जरूरत नहीं है. जो रियली टेंशन देने वाला गुस्सा है वो अलग बात है. जो छोटे छोटे चीजों पे आप, मेरे लिए बहुत छोटी चीज होगी, वो टेंशन नहीं लूंगी, लेकिन आपके लिए वो बहुत बड़ी चीज होगी, आप बहुत टेंशन लेंगे, वो जरूरत नहीं है. वो वैसे भी वो गुजर जाने वाली चीज है. That tension will somehow be released. Hugs, kisses and laughter. Have a fun and don't be afraid to share your feelings with others. जो भी आपके दिल में है आप शेयर कर सकते हैं. Identify stressors and plan to deal with them in better next time. Stressors, हमने कुछ सिचुएशन ऐसा था कि हमने स्ट्रेस को मैनेज कर लिया, लेकिन अगर नेक्स्ट टाइम कुछ वैसा ही सिचुएशन में आए तो बेहतर तरीके से हम उस स्ट्रेस को हैंडल कर सकेंगे. Judge your own performance realistically. Don't set goals out of your own reach. हम ये नहीं, हमारा गोल इतना हाई भी नहीं कर देना कि हम रीच ही नहीं कर सकते हैं. अगर हम रीच नहीं कर पाएंगे तो टेंशन, नॉट ऑटोमेटिकली टेंशन रहेगा कि क्यों हम उस जगह पे नहीं हैं, मुझे वहां जाना था लेकिन मैं वहां नहीं पहुंच सकी. तो अननेसेसरी टेंशन रहेगा दिमाग में. तो वो पालने की जरूरत है. पॉजिटिव एटीट्यूड. Your outlook will influence outcomes and the way others treat you. Positive attitude रखना है. हर किसी के साथ झगड़ा, उसके बारे में बुरा सोचना, हमें सोचना है. अगर हम लोग पॉजिटिव सोचेंगे उसका आउटकम अच्छा रहेगा, दूसरे जो हैं वो हमको भी पॉजिटिवली ट्रीट करेंगे। Limit alcohol, drugs and other stimulants. They affect your perception and behavior. जो भी अल्कोहल है, ड्रग है, शराब है, जो ड्रग्स हैं, ये सब स्टिमुलेंट्स हैं। इससे हम लोग को दूर रहना है, क्योंकि इससे हमारा बिहेवियर और सोच पूरी बदल जाएगी। इससे हमको दूर रहना है। ये सब अननेसेसरी टेंशन देने की चीजें हैं, स्ट्रेस पैदा करने की चीजें हैं। मैनेज मनी वेल, सीक एडवाइस एंड सेव एटलीस्ट 10% ऑफ व्हाट यू कैन। तो पैसे के भी बहुत टेंशन रहता है, पैसा नहीं है घर में तो फैमिलीज में बहुत झगड़े होते हैं। टेंशन का रीजन, वन ऑफ द रीजन फाइनेंशियल क्राइसिस भी होता है। तो हम लोगों को 10% जो भी हम कमाते हैं 10% उठा के अलग कर दीजिए, या बैंक में डाल दीजिए, या जो भी आप वो जो पॉलिसीज रहते हैं उसमें डाल दीजिए। सेव कीजिए पैसा, क्योंकि फाइनेंशियल क्राइसिस से भी बहुत सारे घरों में ये स्ट्रेस होता है। No is a word you need to learn to use without feeling guilty. आप किसी को नहीं बोल रहे मैं नहीं कर सकता ये काम, मैं नहीं कर सकती हूँ ये काम, आपको गिल्टी फील करने की जरूरत नहीं है। आप नहीं कर सकते, अगर आप टेंशन ले रहे हैं, आप टेंशन पालने वाले हैं, तो अगर नहीं कर सकते, आप इस काम को नहीं कर सकते, ये आपके लिमिट्स के बाहर है, तो आप नहीं बोलिए मैं नहीं कर सकती, मैं नहीं कर सकता, बोल दीजिए। टेंशन पालने से बेटर है कि आप नो बोल के आप आराम से घर में बैठ जाइए। आउटडोर एक्टिविटीज बाय योरसेल्फ और विद फ्रेंड्स एंड फैमिलीज कैन बी अ ग्रेट। आप बहुत टेंशन, आप सब टेंशन है, काम का टेंशन है, इतना सारे फाइल्स आपको चेक करना है, बाहर जाइए, आप परिवार को लेके बाहर जाइए, आप फैमिली के साथ बाहर जाइए, पिकनिक जाइए, बच्चों के साथ खेलिए। और ये सब एक तरीका है जो आपको स्ट्रेस से आप बच सकते हैं, या आप आराम से और थोड़ी लंबी जिंदगी जी सकते हैं। प्ले योर फेवरेट म्यूजिक रादर देन वॉचिंग टेलीविजन। आप म्यूजिक सुनिए, बिना वो देखे टेलीविजन देखे आप, क्योंकि टेलीविजन में आप सब अर्थक्वेक्स, टेररिस्ट, ये वो सब आ रहा है, तो बेटर है वो भी अवॉइड कर दीजिए। और म्यूजिक एक 10 मिनट के लिए, 5 मिनट के लिए, जो भी आपको पसंद है सुन लीजिए, दैट विल बी वेरी रिलैक्सिंग। देन रिलेशनशिप्स, नर्चर एंड एंजॉय देम, लर्न टू लिसन मोर एंड टॉक लेस। ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है कि भी हम लोगों को गुड लिसनर रहना है। कोई आके आपको बोलता है उनकी परेशानी, तो पहले हमको सुन लेना है, पहले क्या है उनकी परेशानी, बाद में हम बात करना। यू शुड नॉट talk too much, you be a good listener first, then if you well, very important, sleep well with a firm mattress and a supportive pillow. Don't overheat yourself and allow plenty of ventilation. गद्दा आपका फर्म रहना है, सोइए, आराम से सोइए, एक अच्छा सपोर्टिव पिलो, अच्छा वाला पिलो रख लीजिए साथ में। और ऐसे रूम में मत, कमरे में मत सोइए जहां पे बहुत गर्मी है। दरवाजा, विंडोज खोलिए, ठंडी हवा आने दीजिए, आराम से आप सो सकते हैं। नेक्स्ट, ट्रीट योरसेल्फ वंस अ वीक विद अ मसाज। डिनर आउट, मूवीज, मॉडरेशन इज द की। आप अब जाके आप मसाज भी ले सकते हैं अगर आपको बॉडीली कुछ पेन है, हेडेक्स हैं, क्योंकि डिस्ट्रेस में ये सब आता है। यू गेट headaches, you get migraines, you get back pain, you have a stiff shoulder and all these things. So you can go for a massage. This will improve your health to a very great extent. Understanding things from the other person's point of view. हम लोग दूसरों के शू में जाके देखना है कि अगर मैं उस जगह पे रहती तो मैं क्या करती। हम लोग दूसरों के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से भी सोचना है। Verily information from the source being exploding. Verily information from the source being exploding. This verify information from the source being before exploding. Now before passing on the message, before pushing the stress on someone's head, please verify if it is true. Actually, there is no need to explode someone else's secrets or backbite. It is better you verify. I feel there is no need for this. You need not bring stress sentence to someone, so you can be off it. You can move away from it. Worry less. It really does not give things. It does not get things completed better or quicker. You need not worry. You worry less. That will reduce your tension. Make a regular retreat to your favorite space. Make holidays part of your yearly plan. So again, they're speaking about going out with families. Go out with your families and enjoy. Take a vacation. Okay. So I think to certain extent, I would have cleared your doubts. So enjoy life.
Go on.
Zahira here. I
Yeah.
just want this program. It was really splendid and mashallah. Your good explanation too. So if you don't mind, could you please send the recorded program?
Yeah, we will do it. We will be putting it in the YouTube and we'll send you the link.
Okay.
It'll take some time, but we will do it. Yeah.
Madam, one question.
Yeah.
Thank you.
One question. Actually, what is the ratio of the stressed people in general? One in how many?
Sir, we are in this modern world. I feel more than half are stressed. The sitting also now also I want water now. I'm stressed now. I want water.
I would like to know the research report statistically how much.
Sir, I'm not able to hear you.
Actually, according to the research, what is the figure?
So that I haven't seen. I did not go through
generally, it is said there are many among the students there are slow learners are there. Children with learning difficulties, generally it is said 1 in 5. So like that, of course, true.
Yeah, because of the pandemic, it would have grown much higher.
Yeah.
Because every house is facing
pandemic
related problems, either death or hospitalization and extra expenditure and all those things, and joblessness. So this is the time when everybody is stressed, and especially the children, because they are at home and they don't see their friends. So I hope the teachers who have listened to Salma ma'am, you will instruct your children, your school children, about not having stress and how to manage their own stress, and you will apply that in your classrooms. What you've learned today, you'll apply in your classrooms and with your parents or children. And some people are the way to get sleep is start planning for the next day. The minute you start planning, you fall asleep.
Correct.
But that is one thing you at least next day, if not for 1 month or 1 week, at least next tomorrow. What am I going to do? How am I going to another thing is it will put you to sleep fast. Yeah. Any other questions? You have your feedback form and your assessment link in the chat box. You can complete them. We'll stay here for some more time. And, Nasser bhai, you'd like to conclude?
Yes, yes. I
Yeah.
say the what of this.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Alhamdulillah, beloved, our Joint Secretary, Nigarakat Madam, the resource person, Sister Salma Sulaiman Madam. Alhamdulillah, it's a wonderful session, really. Actually, very resourceful talk and giving the complete coverage of the topic, justifying the topic given, starting from the symptom identification, symptom and remedies and management and all. Above all, the actually the way you present the both the PPT as well as your way the voice modulation and was Alhamdulillah very good, as well as the very stressful points you indicated, like actually relationship is a main cause. Listen more, talk less. As well, take responsibility, don't blame, and try to adopt. So all these are the very key points. As well, they learn to say no, and if you are not having time, don't commit. So all these are very very key words. Stressful. You delivered with very very apt words, I can say. Jazakallah khair. It's a wonderful session. Definitely will be useful to each and everyone who has attended. Jazakallah khair, sister. May Allah reward you abundantly for your contribution to our
Amin, Amin.
training session. So,
Yeah, we'll stay some more time for you people to complete. Those who have completed the assessment as well as feedback, you can leave. Thank you, Salma ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very
Thank you
much
very
for giving me this opportunity.
You can have some water now.
Yeah, yeah, I'm running out. So, Oh, what both of us should touch it was good. Why you send me? What was a lot of and for the verify, no, I'm really good. I never verified.